Hello, everyone. It's Greg from the Manchester Storm here, and I've got none other than Chase Harrison, who's re-signed with us. Chase, thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries. How's your summer been? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been good. Got back from Manchester there, and I took a little bit of time off and training and skating now, and getting into the swing of things, and enjoying some friends and family time.
Oh, nice. I suppose in terms of how you've spent your summer, have you managed to get away at all?
Not too much. Um, Obviously did a little bit of traveling there at the end of the season, and then once I've been back in Winnipeg, not too much vacation time since I've been home.
No. Um, in terms of training, I suppose when you're not with the club that you're playing, how does that kind of work? Is that sort of your own routines, or do you have trainers back home that you would go and see?
Yeah, so have a trainer and guys that I work out with, and then in terms of skating, we have a big group of we have some pro guys, and then some college guys, and some junior guys. So it's kind of a big mix, and um, we're kind of all out there just skating, and guys will leave throughout the summer as different seasons start at different times. So, but yeah, it's good.
Nice, good. So I suppose going back to last season, then, you joined us midway through. I suppose what was that like coming to the team almost? I feel like it was November, when you
Yeah.
came over. Yeah, what was that like joining midway?
Obviously for me, I was just, excited to get the opportunity and come out there. Obviously it's a little bit challenging coming in late, because you miss that bonding that everyone has,
Sure.
going through camp together and arriving all at the same time. So it was a little bit kind of, getting comfortable and getting used to how everything is done. But I feel like it didn't take long to get going with everything.
Yeah. I mean, people have been shouting your praises. A lot of people are very happy that you're back, sort of bolstering up the D. I think in terms of measuring it, I always find like it's harder to sort of see on paper kind of makes up a good D man, because there aren't sort of stats tracking a lot of what you guys do. What do you think people should be looking out for when they're kind of assessing the team and sort of the defense this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard for people not to just look at and get it. If you have a lot of points, you're obviously doing something right. But being a defenseman, your defense little who are going to put up those points, and for us, we'll say shut down defensemen. We get a little more praise from inside the dressing room, because our teammates see it a lot more than maybe the fans will. But trust me, we really appreciate it when when the fans also realize it too, right? So, but yeah, it's yeah.
And I suppose for people that maybe didn't see you play last year, maybe it's new fans or kind of people from around the league. I suppose, how would you describe your game? Like, how would you describe yourself as a defenseman?
Yeah, I would say, like I said, just a defenseman who takes a lot of pride in the D zone. Don't like getting scored on at all. uh, Take a lot of pride in the penalty kill and blocking shots, and essentially just making a good first pass, and making just also being able to contribute a little bit offensively to picking my spots. It's not my go-to, but I'm definitely capable of jumping in there when need be.
Definitely. I suppose you mentioned there about blocking shots. I mean, when you're putting your body on your line and you are jumping in front of some of these shots, I mean, how much do you feel it through three pads?
uh Depends what spot it hits you in. Really, some spots you don't really feel at all, and some spots you're in your head, you're kind of wishing you didn't block it. But at the end of the day, you're doing it for your teammates and your coaches, and to win a hockey game. So you kind of you just do it and you deal with it after, kind of thing. So, but yeah, some spots definitely hurt more than others for sure.
I bet. You know, looking at your career, you've had you know, impressive career with like the Regina Pats, then moving over into the East Coast Hockey League. What was your route to becoming pro? Because it doesn't look like you took the college hockey route, and I might be wrong in that, but
No, yeah. So I played my 4 years at major junior with the Regina Pats, and basically just wanted to get things started essentially right away. Had the opportunity to, I went to Manitoba's camp in the American League, and felt good with how I was playing, and was pretty confident that I could go into pro right away and potentially get an American League or NHL deal. And obviously it didn't happen, but that was the route that I chose. And in the game of hockey, you never know, and you have to just kind of be all in on your decision and no regrets and just do it and kind of see how it turns out. So yeah, that's kind of just right out of junior, went right to the pro game. So for my age and the amount of games I've played, like, you would think that I was maybe a little bit older, but
yeah,
not quite.
no, not yet. Not yet. So I've had a couple of questions written in from some of the other fans around the Storm Shelter. So Johnny Wright said, "What's made you want to come back to Storm this year?"
Oh, lots of things, really. One, obviously, starting off with who gave me the opportunity in the first place. Ginner and Finner. They were both great right from first meeting them and everything, and like I said, they gave me that opportunity. And then two, the fans, the Storm Shelter, like everything about it it just makes it exciting. Those home games for us, and then even on the road, we have lots of fans traveling, and that's awesome to see. And then just kind of the core group of guys that we have come back, and a lot of the new signings. I'm very excited to see what we can do this year as a club.
Yeah. I mean, Leslie Gleave is written in. She said, which new players or player are you most looking forward to playing alongside? Because we've had a few guys come back and a lot of new signings as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. There's some names on there where I know they're good players, but I've never played with them.
Okay.
So and then obviously Evan Winninger, good friends with him. He's a goalie, so excited to block some shots for him, and hopefully he can bail me out a few times. And then also Callum Fryer. I played with him in Rapid City a couple years ago, and was close with him. So yeah, just pretty excited to have some new familiar faces, and then some new faces as well. So
yeah, that sounds really good. We definitely seem to be farming from like a couple of select places, and I think the more that kind of recruitment approach of like being able to vouch for someone else and say that that's a good guy. So it's slowly kind of this year, it seems like we're getting a lot of people that know each other or have at least played against each other. So
for sure,
we're a really good team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it goes a long way if you have someone that you trust saying that, like, vouching for a player. You know what I mean? Like, that goes a long way.
So looking back again, I suppose Ash Clark has asked, what was your favorite moment from last season?
Oh, it's tough to say. Like, I want to say when we wore those whiteout jerseys at home, and we had a bunch of Sheffield fans in the building, and then our fans, and then their fans were chanting loud, so our fans were chanting even louder, and like the game was just electric in the building that night. And that's just one that sticks out for me. Jerseys are also my favorite jerseys, so that might be another reason that one sticks out for me.
yeah. It seems to be every time I look for a photo of you, that seems to be the one that comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
That one.
I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. Maybe everyone knows that's my favorite, but.
So I suppose coming back into Manchester this year, I suppose, is there anything in the city or the UK that you've not ticked off your bucket list? Anything you and your other half are looking to do?
Yeah, a few things. for me and my girlfriend there's just a few places, none really specific, but just to kind of travel around a little bit more, like on our off days, like just the places that are close.
Yeah.
And then I didn't end up getting out to see a football match, so I'll have to get out at least a couple of times to go see one. But
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Definitely good to tick that off whilst you're here.
Yeah,
that'd be good. And then I suppose, you know, for you for this season, do you have any personal goals of what you want to achieve on the ice?
Personally, you know, like last year coming in late and off an injury, I think it kind of took me a little while to get going. So this year I'd like to, you know, be 100% ready to go right from camp and just get off to a really good start, and, you know, obviously continue my defensive play and good PK and whatnot, but also would like to, you know, produce a little bit more offensively as well.
Yeah, nice. I do. Someone did point out there was one cracking goal you did have from the blue line last season, so a couple more of them would be quite nice.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So getting to know you personally a little bit more then. So when you're not, you said that you spent some of this summer with family time. I suppose outside of hockey, what are your hobbies and interests? What are you into?
Golf. Love golfing. Yeah. Going out to the lake a lot. You know, on the boat, and you know, fires, hikes, stuff like that, like kind of keeping it simple. Yeah, that's not doing too much, you know, keeping my hobby small and circle small and whatnot, and not getting out and about too much here.
You're quite outdoorsy.
Yeah, I mean, it's pouring rain outside right now, so I don't know if I'll be outside today, but
It's good practice for when you get back over here.
yeah, exactly. Just getting ready for it.
So if you had control over the warm-up music, what songs would we hear if it was your playlist going over the tannoy?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was there's some pretty good ones. Kind of just depends on the mood, really. Like you get those some games where you come out there and you got that like loud like rock music, and it's like sometimes that's what you want, and sometimes it's like, you know, you maybe want a little more like techno or something, or like, I don't know. A lot of it depends on the mood and like the timing of the warm up too. Like,
Okay.
strategically place the songs. Like, I wouldn't be the one to do it, but I could tell you if it works good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, that's interesting. I've not thought about that before.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So you were part of the team when 2 Hours and Hockey Tales got the chocolate throwing tradition started with Captain Critch. So if we win next season, what should people be buying to throw on the ice for you?
It's actually right. It was like the first game they did it. I was still in the stands watching.
Oh
And they
yeah.
started throwing the chocolate, and I was like, oh, I've actually seen that done before, but I didn't know if they did it in Manchester. But for me, I do like chocolate bars, like Kit Kats and stuff like that. But for me, I'm more of a candy guy.
Okay.
Like, I like Skittles and basically any kind of candy or sour candy, really. I'm not too picky with that, but yeah,
Okay.
any candy more so than chocolate stuff.
Okay. We'll see what we can get done without
Yeah,
without getting too much stick from Wally.
yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the jokes, interestingly, was the last guy that said that he didn't like chocolate was Chase Ruddy, and then he shipped out like 2 weeks later. So it could be a curse. So we have to find something for you to bridge the gap a little
Yeah.
bit.
You know what? Just keep the chocolate coming, then. Keep the chocolate coming.
Amazing. So just before we sign off, then, any messages for the fans before we see you back in September?
Just super excited to be back, and essentially enjoy your last month off before 8 months of hockey.
Yeah. Oh, we're ready. We are ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
It can't come soon enough. Fantastic. Thanks, Chase. So we'll see you shortly. Enjoy the last bit of time off before you come back, and I hope camp goes well. But we're looking forward to seeing you back on the ice in our preseason games.
Awesome, appreciate it.